Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and today I'm bringing you another video tutorial of a project, and today we're making simple little cards. This is number 21, 22 maybe in my card making for beginners series. So I'm just going to show you how to make a very simple little card, very minimal stamping but really effective. So these are the cards. These were actually the cards that I sent out to my customers for their October orders. Very simple little cards using our very vanilla note cards as the base, and then the brightly gleaming papers as the main attraction. I used a stamp from Peaceful Moments and the dots from the Christmas Gleaming set, and then this part, the label is punched out with our pick a label, I'm gonna say. I'm trying to think what that's called. I might have to just look in the catalogue in a minute. But yeah, loads and loads of different designs, and the reason I used this paper was because their gift this month was a sample pack. So if customers order from me and use my product, my code, which I had written on a piece of paper somewhere and I've now lost, don't know where, oh there it is. So if people order from me online and use my monthly code, which for November is, let me move that down here, SEHJX6GN, pop it in where it says host code on the order, and then the next month I can send you a free product gift. And this month the product gift was a 6x6 sample pack of the Christmas Gleaming, the brightly gleaming papers, a length of Pretty Peacock Old Olive reversible ribbon, some gems, and some coordinating cardstock. So cardstock in 3 colours that coordinate with the paper pack. So like a little sample card kit almost. And so that was why I decided to use the papers for my thank you cards this month. So let's have a look at what we're going to do. Like I say, we're using our note cards, which they're on page 153 of the catalogue, and they come in a pack of 20 like this, and you get 20 note cards, if I can get one out, which are ready scored for you. So all you need to do is fold it over and burnish it. Quite a nice little size, and then some gorgeous envelopes as well. So these are in our very vanilla thick cardstock. They also come in Whisper White, of course. And then the envelopes is a really lovely smooth, just like the cardstock. Really gorgeous to stamp on if you wanted to embellish the envelopes a little bit as well. So they're really good value for money. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with one of those very vanilla bases, like so, and then we're just going to cut all our layers that we need. So first of all, I'm going to take a piece of Pretty Peacock. So this is the paper that I'm going to use for my card today. This is my very favourite pattern. I love this pattern, and I don't think it's too Christmassy, so you could use this for not Christmassy cards. Some of them are quite Christmassy, some of them have got holly and things on. So on this piece of just looking for my trimmer, there it is. On this piece of cardstock, my card blank, my note card, measures 8.9 by 12.7 centimetres, so 8.9 by 12.7. I want this cardstock to be a centimetre smaller than that, so I'm going to do 7.9. I want a 1/2 centimetre border all the way around. So 7.9, so I've lined it up there. So that next mark you can see is 8, so that I know I'm at 7.9 by 11.7, which will make it 1 centimetre or 1/2 centimetre all the way around, smaller than my card blank. So there's 11.5, 11.6, 11.7. There we go. And if I put that on my note card, I'm hoping, there we go, there's a 1/2 centimetre border all the way around. Right, and then we need to cut our DSP, our patterned paper, and this is going to be 1/2 centimetre smaller again. So this is going to be 6.9. So the note card was 8.9. The cardstock I cut at 7.9. I'm now cutting at 6.9, and then I'm going to cut it at 10.7 the other way. and that will give you lovely mats on your note cards if you want that wider border. Obviously, if you want a smaller border, you can cut different sizes. So there we go, and that will layer perfectly on there. So we're just going to glue that on. So a little bit of Tombow on the back here. Like so. Trying to do it quite thinly, I don't want it splurging out. There we go, and I'm going to mount that onto my Pretty Peacock panel, trying to get all the borders absolutely even and it's stuck on straight. And of course the wet glue, the liquid glue, will give you time to do that. That's perfect. And then that is going to pop on there, and that's the main feature of our card. Turn that round there, smooth along there. That's all you need. You don't need any stamping. This DSP is so beautiful, and actually I need to say this card design was inspired. I was sitting wondering what to do for my customer thank you cards this month, and then this lovely little card popped through my letterbox, which is from one of my team, Anthony, someone who's a Paper Daisy crafter, and just to say thank you for, you know, supporting him and helping him out as he started his Stampin' Up journey. But I thought, oh, that's gorgeous, so I'm going to rip off that design. I'm going to case your design, and I have told him that I was going to do this, and use it for my customer thank yous this month. So thank you, Anthony. I love being inspired by other crafters. It's really good. Right, okay, so that's the base of my card. Now we're going to cut 3 layers to do the little labels. So if I just show you, so we've got the biggest one here, then a little one laying under, and then the one with the stamping. So we're going to cut we're going to do Night of Navy first. So bring back in the trimmer. So the Night of Navy one needs to be 1 inch wide. So I'm going to use my trimmer to find 1 inch. Doesn't matter which side of the cutting board you use. You can do it on both sides on this board. I'm lining it up on there. There we go. Just make sure it moves as you put the thing down. That's the only trouble. Don't want it to move. Right, if I let go, there we go. Right, okay, so let's get rid of the scoring blade. Right, that's my 1 inch wide strip. And I need it to be, I've measured this carefully so that it fits on the card. It needs to be 8.5 centimetres long. And then when I trim it with the label punch, it'll be the right length. So at the minute, it will look like it's a little bit too long, but the punch will take off a little bit of that. Right, then in Pretty Peacock, we need a 1/2 inch strip. So I'm actually lining up on this side this time. Then I can hold on to this bit. Just, that's not straight there. Let's turn it around this way. Don't think that edge was straight. There we go. So there's that. And then this one needs to be 8 centimetres. So the other one was 8.5. This one needs to be 8. And then we need to do some stamping before we can trim. So I've got a piece of vanilla, very vanilla, and I'm going to use the thank you from Christmas Gleaming. No, Peaceful Moment, sorry. We are going to use Christmas Gleaming in a minute, but not quite yet. Find a clear block that will fit on. Will fit on a C block. And then I'm going to stamp that in Night of Navy. So just going to stamp that. I'm going to do it that way round, and I'm going to do it at the bottom here, and then I can cut it to the width I want without any problems. There we go. So let's bring back in my trimmer. Now we need to trim this to 3/4 inch. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to trim this way round and trim as close to the bottom of the thank you as I dare to. The scoring blade. Yep. And then I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to trim it at 3/4 inch. So there. There we go. Now, I need the thank you to be centered, and I need to stamp on some little dots as well. But I need to cut it to size as well, and you can see there's a smaller space there than there. So what I learned when I was doing this is actually just to one side of the K in thank you is the halfway point of the thank you, and I need this to be 7.5. So I know that if I put my 3.5 centimetre mark there, I can cut there, and it should be centered. I'll just rub out. Hope you followed that. So this was the midpoint, and it's 3.5 centimetres to there and 3.5 centimetres to there, which makes 7. There we go. Right, okay, so now we've got our 3 layers ready to do this punching. I'm just going to stamp the spots on that one before we carry on. I'm just going to find a scrap piece of paper so I don't ruin my grid paper, because I've got a lot of videos to do today and I don't want to be forever replacing my paper. Right, and I'm going to use this little dot stamp here from the Christmas Gleaming set. So I'm just going to pop that on an A block and just stamp that with some Pretty Peacock. Like that. Just gives a little bit more interest to the thank you. And again, it was inspired by Anthony's card, so thank you, Anthony. Sometimes the simplest things will inspire you. Right, now I need my punch, which is hiding under here. So we're just going to put all of 3 of these into this side of the punch. And as I said, it will cut them slightly smaller than they are, because as you push it up to the edge, it cuts a little bit more off. But that's what we want. We don't want it to be quite this long. So there's one. Just make sure. So it should lay in the channel here, because it's an inch wide, and so it should. But sometimes it doesn't quite straighten itself up enough. So just make sure it is straight. Oh, I put it in the wrong side. That's why. It would have had very uneven. There we go. And then with the Pretty Peacock one, which is half an inch wide, just chip off that end as well. And again here. Again, just try and make sure it is centered in the punch. Why won't that go centered? Why does this always happen when you're on camera? It never happens when you're fiddling around in your own craft room. And this one, which is the 3/4 inch one, with the one I've stamped on, just center that and just get off there. There we go. And so this is a very simple little card. If you've got this punch. If you don't, of course, you could just do fishtail banners. You could cut them with scissors, so you don't have to have the punch. The punch is a really good one. If you haven't got any other punches, it's a really good one to add to your stash, because you'll find there's lots of occasions when you need a label punch. So that's going on there, that's going on there, and that's going on there. There we go. So just a little bit of Tombow in the middle of this one. So it's just going on here. Oops, upside down. Like so. And then this one. Oh, not very straight. Straighten that up. You can see from the back whether you've got it straight, which is quite a good tip. And then this one, a little bit of Tombow onto here, and that can go, and that's going on here. Just realised I cut this end with the wrong bit of the punch. Hey ho, as I didn't notice it straight away. I'm going to hope whoever receives this won't notice it straight away either, or if they do, they'll realise that there's no such things as a mistake in crafting, just a chance to innovate. So I wonder if I'll get away with that. So we're just going to take 3 dimensionals. So this was a really nice, quick and easy little card for me to make, and as you could see, I needed to make loads of them. Actually, I managed to do all of them without doing that mistake with the punch, I have to say. Made dozens of these cards, and I haven't done a mistake with the punch once. As soon as I come on camera, make a mistake. Hey ho. Right, and that's going to go there. There we go. And that's finished. And so we've got all of these cards. Might just quickly run you through all the different designs. So that's the one we made today. This is one with copper foiling with holly leaves on it, so it is a more Christmassy one, but I guessed as we were in November that wouldn't matter. Love this paper as well. This is with Christmas baubles. It's really nice. This one doesn't have to be Christmas, but I love it. I love this peacock paper. Another one of the ones we made today. And then we've got some of the ones that are on the reverse of the pattern, so this is not foiled, but I do love these stripes and these stars. Really lovely. I love this colour scheme of all of these. And I think that, oh no, one more that I haven't shown you. Again, this is the reverse of one of the foiled sheets, and this is like a holly in very vanilla on a pretty peacock. So really lovely. I hope you've enjoyed seeing that today. Like I say, don't forget to use my code if you are ordering. But I hope you've enjoyed my project today. I'll be back with more very, very soon. So please join me then. And thanks for joining me today. Bye.